Hey everyone, so today is the last show of our schooling jumper show series that we run every summer. So it'll be a little bit later today. For now, I'm just getting the horses fed and turned out. It rained quite a bit last night, so they all had to come inside when normally a lot of them sleep outside. So a few more barn chores than usual to get done before we can get going on the show setup. The nice thing about the rain is that our footing outside is perfect. We got a good amount of rain and it should be great for the show later. And the temperature has literally dropped to like 30 degrees from what it has been earlier in the week. It was so hot and humid. The horses were kind of miserable. The bugs were so aggressive. So I think all of the horses will really appreciate today's cooler weather. So I'm just gonna get these guys fed and turned out so we can get going on our busy day. Yeah. Wants hay. Jenny. And Toad. And Truman. Hi. Breakfast. Why'd you push all your hay out, girlie? It's silly, and you can't reach it. Upside to the rain, look how perfect this fitting's gonna be. Downside to the rain is your boot getting stuck in the mud and having to put your hand down to catch yourself to not risk losing your boot. Now it's time for everybody to roll. Yeah. Truman already found his spot out there. Would be shocked if there isn't some squealing when he gets up. Oh, surprised me. Oh, you gotta find the perfect spot. Yeah. Tough to decide. There's the squeal. Perfect spot. They're so funny. When they're in for one night, they act like they've been in for a week. Oh my goodness. Monty's 24, by the way, but he doesn't know. Everybody's always very into the grass after it rains, especially since it's been so dry. The grass has been a little crispy, so they're very happy after the rain. Warren is going to get a little bit of GastroGuard today. Yes, he's going to his first show this weekend, and I like to give these guys like a quarter tube of GastroGuard or UlcerGuard before they travel. It's important that you do it a couple days before. Omeprazole, which is the active drug in GastroGuard and UlcerGuard, is a proton pump inhibitor, and it works by kind of reducing the acid that the horses produce, and that therefore prevents ulcers or gives existing ulcers a chance to heal. So it's important that we give it to them a couple days early because it doesn't work immediately. So I tend to try to do a dose a couple days before, like today's Friday, so he'll get a dose Friday, Saturday, show is Sunday, and then I'll probably get a 4th dose on Monday just to be safe. Whenever they travel, it's stressful, no matter how much they do it or how calm, cool, and collected they are. And he's young, and this is his very first show, so want to make sure we do what we can to prevent ulcers. Yeah, I know. Hooligans. I'm just setting feed quickly for tonight and tomorrow morning so this is all set and done for the day and we don't have to worry about it later. And now it is time to muck and bed stalls. When they are in, there's about 28 stalls to do. We split it up with 2 people, so I have about 12 to do today. I'm trying to breeze through these so I can get to the jumper show set up. Now we are scrubbing and filling the water buckets. I scrub the water buckets every single day. We never just top them off. Every day they get dumped, scrubbed, and refilled, so they're always nice and clean. All right, stalls are mucked and bedded. Water buckets are scrubbed and refilled. Hay nets are stuffed. Aisle is raked. And now we are off to drag the rings and set the jump course for the show. Okay, arena is dragged. The fitting's looking really good. It's a little bit sloppy up at that end. It's not deep or anything or slippery, but a little bit wet. So I'm going to try to keep the jumps kind of closer to this end of the ring. So now I'm just trying to figure out a layout that will work well for 3 different courses because every division does 3 rounds. All right, so this is the finished product. I was able to keep a majority of the jumps down this end so nobody has to go through the slightly wet stuff up at the top if they don't want to. So now I'm off to draw the course maps. I kind of have a rough idea of what I'm going to do for the 3 courses now that I have the layout. I mentioned in my last video about running these shows how I have a basic idea in my head, but I have to set the jumps first before I actually draw the map so that I make sure everything actually works. It can work on paper, but sometimes when you put the jumps in the ring, the lines maybe don't actually work. So we do usually start with a ground pole division, but we don't have any entries in that one tonight, so we're starting with cross rails, and then we go up from there. So everything has to have a ground line and a filler to go under it for the higher levels. So you can see we have the brick wall over there, there's a flower box over there. So yeah, I'm gonna go get those course maps drawn up and posted. And then our crossrail division runs on optimum time instead of speed. So I did just use the course walk app to walk all 3 courses, and that generates a optimum time for me, which is very handy. Time to bring the ponies in that come in at night. And then we're gonna throw hay to all the outside guys. And then it will be almost showtime. Did a really good job. Getting very dirty. Here are our course maps for our 3 different courses. I'm about to head out and post these, and we're gonna get going with the show. And it is showtime. This is the last one of these that we're running for the summer. It's our 3rd one. We've already run 2 others. We do these every summer, one in June, one in July, one in August. They're always a ton of fun. We love having them. The goal is just to create an environment that's low-key and casual where green horses can come, riders new to showing can come, you can come try your hand at a new level for the first time, and it's always just going to be a welcome and encouraging place. So we love doing these, and we can't wait for next summer when we do next season's summer jumper shows. For now, I'm going to leave you all with watching some of these clips of my students doing a great job in their classes. So that is all for today's video, and I'll catch you on the next one.